DeMarco, chiropractor and owner of OcraMed Health. And what I want to show you today is how to perform fascial release work on your IT band to help keep it loose and also to help avoid developing IT band syndrome. So let's first take a look at the anatomy of the IT band. Okay, so here's the anatomy that we're dealing with. The IT band is a really thick strip of connective tissue which connects several muscles in the lateral thigh. It originates off the iliac crest and at the proximal ends of the tendons of what's called the tensor fascial lata and the gluteus maximus. It then travels down the lateral thigh over the lateral condyle of the femur, which we're going to discuss in a minute, the importance of this, and then it inserts at what's called Gerdy's tubercle at the lateral aspect of the tibia. Now, as a result of all this anatomy, it plays an important role in thigh movement by connecting hip muscles to the tibia of the lower leg. In particular, the IT band plays an important role in stabilizing the knee in extension and partial flexion. It's used extensively and constantly during walking, running, standing, climbing stairs, etc. Okay, so as you can see from the anatomy, that IT band is a very long, thick, gnarly piece of fascia. And if you look it up, I'm pretty sure gnarly's in the medical dictionary. I've seen the IT band, I remember back in my chiropractic school days in the cadaver lab. I mean, it is a thick piece of fascia. And it can develop a lot of fascial adhesions. And when it does, we run into all sorts of problems. So think about it. If you have the IT band down the side of the leg, and as we showed on the anatomy, it's attaching into the outside of the tibia. When the leg extends, that IT band needs to have a certain amount of stretch to it so that you can extend the leg in a normal range of motion. If you're developing, and you have developed, adhesions in that IT band, and you're going to start to lose some of that elasticity that's required. Now picture this, that the IT band has now become stiffer in some areas, and the connective tissue is running down the side of the leg, attaching to the outside of the tibia, and now as the leg extends, if this doesn't stretch here, we're going to run into all sorts of trouble down here. We're going to start getting tugging, and in particular, and as you noticed when we went over the anatomy, I said I was going to talk about this in a minute. The IT band down here runs over the lateral condyle of the femur. And what happens is when your leg bends this way, the IT band goes posterior and it goes over the condyle, the lateral condyle, and then as you extend, it comes back the other way. So every time, say you picture you're running, you're doing this constantly when you're running, so that IT band is constantly going over that rough lateral condyle of the femur. And if you don't have enough elasticity here, what's going to happen is that tight IT band is just going to get lit on fire by getting rubbed over that lateral condyle of the femur, and hence outside knee pain, IT band syndrome. It's awfully uncomfortable, it's very painful, it will take you out of your athletic activities. It has put runners, unable to train for weeks and weeks and weeks. So let's prevent that. Getting some tightness in the IT band, let's learn how to perform some fascial release work at home so we can prevent any type of IT band problems from developing. So here's how we're going to do it. Okay, so here's all you're going to need to do this at home. You're going to need a massage ball. It's very difficult to roll the IT band. You don't want to be taking a big foam roller and trying to roll that IT band. It's a big, think about the surface area of a foam roller, how large that is. And then the size of that IT band, you're basically just going to be doing that. You're not going to get into that fascia. I can tell you that, and we've talked about this on other videos, if you take a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, something smooth, once again, you're going to be rolling a smooth surface against a smooth surface. You'll probably stimulate some blood flow once again. You're not going to get into those fascial adhesions. Smooth massage balls, I think they're useless. You're not going to get anything out of them. What you're going to need something like this. This is a Tai Chi ball from OcraMed Health. The texture on this ball, look at the nubs and the knobs on this ball. That's going to get into the fascia. Get yourself some type of massage ball like this Tai Chi ball. That's what you have to use when you're trying to break up that thick connective tissue. You're not going to do it with a tennis ball. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to take a massage ball, a Tai Chi ball like this. I'm going to have you lie on your back. The only other thing you're going to need is some type of belt, or I'm going to use some thick exercise band, because what we're going to do is we're going to take the ball, and so here's our IT band coming from the outside of the tibia, and it's coming right down the side of my thigh. And in this position, it's tight. It's completely tight. So in this position, it's in more relaxed state. So we're going to start in the relaxed position. We're going to take the Tai Chi ball, and we're going to start on the proximal end of the IT band, and I'm going to use this band to wrap that that Tai Chi ball in tight against the IT band here. So I'm going to get it as tight as I can against my IT band. Like I said, you can use a belt, you can use a band, whatever you want. Does it hurt to do fascial release on the IT band? You better believe it. So gauge your pressure. This is not fun, but it has to be done to break up these adhesions. You know, if you come into my office, I'm going to be doing grafting work on you to break up those adhesions. But at home, to start the process, using something like a Tai Chi ball is going to work great. Could you get some bruising? Absolutely. So gauge your pressure. Don't be surprised the next day after doing this work, you have a couple black and blues, you have some soreness. That's just how it goes with fascial release work. It's not fun, but it has to be done, and it's going to help a lot. So gauge your pressure. Start off, if you're new to fascial release work, start off with very light. Put this on very lightly. Don't put it on too tight until you get used to it. So I have it strapped in along my IT band. Now I'm in a relaxed position of the IT band, and from this position, I'm going to extend my leg out, and I'm going to squeeze for 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. And I'm going to come back down. I'm going to do this one spot 5 times just like that. Then what I'm going to do after about 5 times, I'm going to come down. You're going to have to probably just take this off again. Come up a little higher in the IT band. Once again, take your strap. Like I said, I like to put it on as firm as I can get it. Wrap it right into that IT band. Get some depth. Get that Tai Chi ball in. Sometimes you do have to, you may have to hold it in position, but keep that up against your IT band. Once again, extend it out, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. Come all the way back. You're going to notice it's going to get actually more and more uncomfortable as you come in down closer to the knee. So it's going to start off, it's not going to feel too bad, but keep in mind the closer we get. And I'm going to work up in pretty much like 1-inch increments. So I'll probably end up hitting 5, 6 different spots. And until I get to the very end, you'll feel the IT band here. You don't want to be on the bone. Don't put it up against directly on the tibia. But there's part of the IT band that's right before it. That'll be the last spot I do. I'm going to just wrap it around tight once again. This is probably going to be one of the more uncomfortable spots. I'm going to start down here. And then once again, extend, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. So you're going to do each spot 5 times, and you're going to end up hitting 5 or 6 different spots. It's a great way to break up. It's a great way to break up any start of any type of fascial adhesion along the IT band. If you don't have a band to use or a belt to use, just simply take the Tai Chi ball and with both hands, just press it in as hard as you can, and you can do the same drill. Just press it in with your hands. I like to strap it in, but you can do it without it. If you don't have a band or a belt, you can do it without it. Give it a try. Like I said, gauge your pressure. Don't overdo it your first time. But this stuff is this type of work at home is gonna make a big difference in preventing IT band problems, in particular IT band syndrome. All right, so if you're a runner or you participate in any running in athletics that require running, or you are a exercise enthusiast, start working on that IT band now. If you have any inclination that it's starting to get tight, you want to catch it early, you want to nip it in the bud. You don't want that IT band to build up fascial adhesions. You're going to run into a lot of trouble down the road. You know, these are the type of little things at OcraMed Health that we pay a lot of attention to, because when we put people on our specialized 90-day fitness programs, we just don't throw a bunch of material at them or give them access to a website where they're on their own and they just follow exercises with no guidance. This is the type of stuff we look after, because we want to get our clients not only fit and build lean muscle without bulk, but we want to do it without injuries. So we're going to combine a specialized program with you. Go to my website, www.OcraMedHealth.com, where we're going to combine calisthenic and gymnastic movements to keep us limber and flexible, along with basic weight training to build that lean muscle mass. If you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, OcraMed Health. If you have any questions about injuries or exercises, just leave a comment in the comments section below. I always get back to everybody who leaves a comment. And don't forget, OcraMed Health is keeping you fit forever.